For today's moment in Black history, we will begin by asking you to reflect about the month and what it represents. Many people of various ethnicities ponder the question of whether it's still necessary to set aside a month, albeit the shortest month, to acknowledge the struggle and recognize the accomplishments of Blacks. After all, some contend we are over 130 years removed from slavery and the ugliness associated with that dark spot in American history. So why should America, Black America, white America, brown America, and all the other hues that make up the tapestry of this nation we call home, continuously rehearse the wrongs of the past? The Black might say, I've risen from those days, let's get on with it. The white might say, I didn't have anything to do with it. That was my great-grandfather. The Hispanic might chime in with, what business of it is mine? The liberals will latch on and attempt to further their own agendas, while the conservatives will take it as an opportunity to spew out their beliefs. So, what of us? What of our people? How do we feel about the remembrance? The young might recite poems by Phyllis Wheatley and Maya Angelou while struggling to learn how to pronounce the name of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The old will reminisce about a sit-in, a march, time spent in jail. They will remember where they were when they heard the news of Dr. King's shooting. They will never forget. So, can we as a people afford to forget? Have we already forgotten? Is our lackluster attitude towards education evidence that we've forgotten? Are our misplaced priorities evidence that we've already forgotten? Is our lack of devotion to family and to God proves our forgetfulness? Are the statistics on black crime, the number of our young men in jail are in the grave, evidence that we've forgotten? How can we bridge the gap between those that remember and those that don't know enough to remember? We cannot stop telling the story. In fact, we must tell it better. Writer David H. Royne says, our nation has not yet matured or evolved to where we can assume that the issue of race will work itself out naturally. Positive intervention is still necessary, for justice itself must be nurtured into existence. Not just casually, but with the most deliberate form of conscious intent we can muster. 1 month cannot contain the history of our people. If there is any hope for the future, for my generation and generations to come, the story must be told. The story must be told not only for our people, but for all the other people that make up this great nation. If we are to truly be one nation under God, we must learn to respect other people and their stories. So today, as we embark on the first days of this month, we challenge you to tell the story. The best stories have a moral, a lesson to be learned. So what's the moral of our story? I think voices from the past and present can join together in proclaiming that God is a deliverer. He did it back then, and he is the same God today. Although the shackles may be gone, many are not free. If we embrace God, my generations and the generations to come can be a people of hope. Hope that's built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. God in his goodness and mercy still has the power to deliver us from all kinds of bondage and restore hope for our people. The story is not yet over. The chapters continue. Thank you.